win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a top-5 team in this conference, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan State Spartans. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Spartans will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the UCLA Bruins offense will get first crack at it here. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good, and that Heisman talk's going to get louder and louder.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. What a start this would be. This crowd roaring to try to get an early 3-and-out. Another incompletion on third down. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will get the ball for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game. When you continue to...
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This offense comes out clearly wanting to throw the football. Nothing good on first down with incompletion. And how about this? You've got to protect your quarterback. That is priority number 1, and they give up a sack on play 2.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's caught. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
This time they'll go to the running game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
That's reeled in. It's McCray. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Spartans are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Finds a little space. He's loose.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Spartans need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. It's caught downfield. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The Spartans will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught, close to the marker, it's marked. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Brought down, but not before he blowed his way inside the 10 to the 8. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They feed him again. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He'll run it again. The Bruins pick up the first down. The Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to pass, it's Iamaleava. Makes the grab.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting a quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They punted away on 4th down. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Give to the back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. No matter the sport, he epitomized a UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And for this sophomore signal caller, this one will be filed under learning experience. They thought they'd be able to lean on their passing game, but so far it has been a complete struggle. Turnover didn't help either. They've got to take care of the football. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to...
Wide open spaces. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Georgia. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Finds his man. It's Bullard. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's McCray. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the defender. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. And the Spartans are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Belling. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. It has been a rather rough ride for this sophomore behind. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. You think about Michigan State D-line with Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. Let's it fly. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. He'll make the fair catch, but there is a flag on the field. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They go to the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Childs. Pulls it in, it's Kelly. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Calls his own number. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll start this drive with a pass. Under fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're
breaks into the open. Turning it on. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. It's complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Child. Fires to the big fella. Can't get him to the ground. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Second down, he'll throw it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is in the air. And the returner will be brought down. Less than half minute to play here in the half. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the right. He's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Quickly out to the tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And talk about a good, competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good, competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know.
The Bruins will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end, trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Kelly.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Plows through the defense. And he showed himself to be a regular Spinderella, but not a lot of room to run. And the Spartans come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Oh, it's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. Complete downfield. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Iamaleava. Under fire. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. On the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. It's complete. Touchdown, Bruins. And that one will give them the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. LSU has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by a field goal over South Carolina. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Back to throw. It's Childs. Looking to the big tight end. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Spartans line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football. You can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Looking for room, it's Thomas. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, they're after him! And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Bounced right back to them.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Off the play fake. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Spartans have their offense in high gear. Back to throw, it's Childs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Belly.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Going up top again. Grabbed in the middle, it's McCray. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead, now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the 4th quarter.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Dropping back, it's Childs. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on second down. There's the pressure. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit. You got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Going right to work up top. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The screen, he's got wheels. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands.
Watch. Look, I slipped. Did I slip? I thought I slipped. Yes, I did. Oh, no, I backed. I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know why I did that. I guess because of the rain. I don't know what the hell. But anyways, I just chucked that bitch. Boom. Oh. Yo, homie, nice. And he a freshman, too.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. LSU is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Bayou Bengals have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4.
It's a seam wide open. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard.
Yeah, no. Boom, great. Dang, oh, he fell down. He just came back from injury, too. Yeah, dog. That was a hell of a hit.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Looking downfield, it's Childs. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sparty.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He wants to throw it. He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move, it's Thomas. There he goes. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The RPO, it's complete. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Belling. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. 2nd down. They'll go to the air. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get into 3rd and long, obvious passing situations. Because they won 2nd down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable 3rd down. They win and probably force the punt here.
He wants a big play here late. Makes a grab for a big play. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mark. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on 4th down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're